with the exception of some of those fine folks, to me it is not a real story. And believe me, we go after the president on things that matter on this very show. Remember, he doesn't come on this show. So I have no agenda here outside of saying this. Everyone has got to take a chill pill on this. This was a global forum, right? G20 leaders. What G20 leaders do when they meet is the leaders meet and talk to each other. They have dinners together. They bring their spouses. So if this was meant to be hidden from public view, they had a very clever way of arranging it. Angela Merkel gathering them all in a room where there were clearly video cameras and cameras, period, so the whole world would know about this. The only surprise is the American press coming onto this only now. The fact of the matter is that they get up, they move around, they sit down and talk, whether it's for a minute or an hour or whatever, with each other or the American leader with the Russian leader. The fact of the matter is this is what they do. So whether something sinister was afoot or there's something being placed to the president not having an interpreter but having to rely on the Russian interpreter because that interpreter spoke English and the one that the president had spoke Japanese, I guess because his wife was seated next to the Japanese first lady or leader. I don't even know what was the case. They could only bring one. And the president didn't have one who spoke Russian. So he walks over, talks to Vladimir Putin. I guess you could imply anything sinister you want. But then when the others walk around and talk to other leaders, then we're left to, conclude, well, that's not so sinister. The leaders of the world's two superpowers, they're meeting with all the backdrop for this. And, of course, Russian meddling in the election. I could even see some of that concern. But this faux rage over this, I mean, come on, everybody. Global leaders in a room, a public gathering, not tucked away in a Tad steakhouse in the back corners of New York City. This is in Germany. They're all together. This is what they do, and they love doing it. And look at the table. Look at the gathering. Look at the venue. Try to hide there. I would stand out at a Jack LaLanne's working out. None of these guys stands out, tossing a drink and maybe some shrimp on the Barbie. Well, I don't think in Germany they were big on that. But my point is, if this is the stuff at which we're going to get all out of joint, then there is something wrong with our media joint.